Okay, now we see you. We are complete. Let's start. Hello to TOC meeting on 26th of November. We have today our agenda to review the action items, go over the issues we have, NPRs, and talk about any other business. We don't have any planned working group update today because of Thanksgiving. We thought to skip this time. Yeah, that's why we can just proceed. Down here. Review action items from last week. There are no action items, so we can jump directly to our dashboard then. We have one open PR, archive Bosch software CPI release repository. Last Tuesday, we decided to wait one other week, so there was no reaction. I think we are good to go here. Okay. Not upload, so I create PR. Okay, therefore, this is done. Thank you for doing. Then we can jump to the RFCs. I saw some discussions in the app manifest v2 one. I think this is also the most interesting, maybe one of the most interesting parts in the RFC, how we handle the declarative behavior, or what is the user interface for users regarding the declarative behavior of the manifest. There are different options, and there was one also yesterday by Greg, a new one to have configuration per resource, whether it's prune or deleted or not. Yeah, I put some thoughts on this. You can take your time and comment if you like after the meeting, or do you want to discuss something? No?
Yeah, my problem is a little bit that we discuss a lot within working groups, and internally, what is completely missing is the discussion by end users, what they actually wish to achieve with declarative manifests. So there are lots of wishes and hopes, and whatever we discuss and come up with a solution, that's nice, but it's not important, I would say. Of course, we need to implement it, yes, and it has to be consistent, but so, yeah.
Yeah, as operators and platform folks, we see the world differently than the devs and the users do.
For sure.
And I made aware some people, some stakeholders in SAP, heavy users of the CF APIs, like the multi-application MTA. They have a similar approach, which is declarative. They want to go over all the points and provide their feedback here, for example.
Yeah, I think that's good because like that's also our internal use case, right? It's intended to be used as like an easier to consume abstraction to build on top of, right? To build something like the multi-app manager type of thing.
Yep. Or how we can, should we try to promote, maybe notify people in some of the Slack channels so they, do you have any ideas how we can bring more CF users, the attention of more CF users to this?
Yeah.
Yeah, from our side, what I'll do is we have a range of users on cloud.gov for those that just are very basic to extremely advanced partners that work with us. So I'll try to find those that are kind of in the middle to the upper that will appreciate this and see if they're willing to comment on it as well.
Yeah, I think but it's also okay to have like a feature that's geared towards like automation, right? Like that, I think is one of the, so yes, there's a problem when you try to use this in a context where you have multiple systems managing the same space, but maybe like this is perfect for like if you want to have your like do a CI/CD thing where you have like a concourse pipeline that manages the whole space, right? Like at least that I think is one of the easy use cases that I can see that at least we have, and it sounds like more people have.
Yeah. I also talked to one stakeholder which is also having some service like a deploy service for CloudFoundry on our side. They also said looks fine from their perspective.
That already sounds like we have 3 of those types of consumers, right? Like that are looking to consume it that way. So there's 2 services. There's the separate project, the app. What's it called? The multi-app installer thing?
MTA. I don't know. MTA is something which is quite used on our side. Most probably they can reuse some parts of this manifest and remove functionality from MTA deploy service. But they have a little bit different interface. I don't think they can completely switch to this one. They could reuse, let's say, the functionality.
Yeah, I mean, I have a few more comments. If you want to manage a whole space with lots of applications and you want to do it in a CI/CD fashion, then probably this approach has also limitations because every CI/CD run just based on the manifest have to push all applications. You have to upload the whole code. It has to be restaged full time, independently of whether something has changed in the application or not. So the load will become much bigger, which is nice if you deploy just once per day or even more seldom. But if you want to have a high traffic CI/CD pipeline that should be fast and give you nice cycle times, and this approach has also limitations when the space becomes bigger, and you will end up in slices and manage then, yeah, this in your pipeline, I guess. That's a difference in Kubernetes where there's no shipping of code and restaging, but you just have the version Docker containers and you can nicely diff and decide whether something has to be deployed or not. That doesn't fit that well.
We don't have that, right? For like if there's no changes, you're still going to go through staging.
Yeah, you have to upload. Okay, the upload can gets optimized with this manifest resource differ, so that's already good. But then it gets staged. It has to be staged because maybe the stack has changed, maybe the build packs have been updated. You don't know that, and environment variables can go into the staging process. So this is pretty complex and undeterministic.
Yeah, so ideally you want to be like that even sounds like you like if that like automation is really the use case, like you maybe want to extend the diff even, right, to include those types of things as well, right? You basically want a diff from between you want the manifest, but also the apps that are being pushed and like be able to diff if there's like a version change between what you have locally and what you have. I don't know if that's even possible, or like you have to go consume or compare SHA-sums, like compare similar to what Bosch does, right? Like it SHA-sums all the files or something and then figures out if it actually needs to make a change or not. But that's actually what you want, probably.
Yeah. But definitely, I think it's worth the feedback I get from services which deploy often. They see benefit into this approach. And on the other RFCs, I didn't see any updates. We had an update in our, which one was this? No, it's on the issue side regarding the build back dependency, but still in progress.
Yeah, on the CF API v2 deprecation, we have one update. We have now the first CF deployment version that was built, validated, and released with v2 completely disabled. So yeah, little step.
It's also in progress. I just put it in.
It is in progress, actually. Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Yeah, nice. And the other one, is it also in progress, this user creation by org managers?
That is also in progress. There's nothing visible yet, no PRs yet, but that will come soon.
Okay, then, well, many RFCs in progress. Is there another business you want to talk? I see Ram in the call. How was KubeCon, Ram?
Hi, Beyhan. KubeCon was great. We got a lot of inquiries about Corifi, of course. And people are, interested in a CloudFoundry version over Kubernetes for a lot of the good developer experience it can provide. Some of which is missing from Kubernetes, to be honest. For me personally, there was a lot more discussions and chatter in the like sponsor space and other places about doing databases on Kubernetes and doing databases well on Kubernetes, and some general chatter about services and things like that. So I think overall Corifi sort of headed in that same direction, and with the marketplace release that we have and the other marketplace work that's to come, I think it can be a very compelling offering. I think it's a question now of just marketing rather than technical capabilities for the tool. And then Buildpacks obviously had its own sort of thing. More and more people continue to come to us and say they're using Buildpacks in different ways and they enjoy using Buildpacks, and a lot of people have questions about why Buildpacks are built the way they are, and just always had a lot of Buildpacks inquiries in the past, and we continue to do so. So yeah, and we had a good amount of support from our colleagues at VMware and some other folks from the community like Wayne, Segwin, and Brian, and a couple of others had come to help us out with the booth. So it was nice to chat with them about CloudFoundry and see what they need and things like that. So overall, I think it was a good event, and I think there's some additional potential ways in which we can market this to a bigger audience. For example, I think KubeVirt is a project which claims that you can manage virtual machines from within Kubernetes, because as an enterprise, your infrastructure might have both VM-based workloads and Kubernetes-based workloads. I think that's something that CloudFoundry can deliver in a much better fashion. So that might be a potential direction to take in future. So there's some ideas about what we could talk about in future in terms of messaging and product capabilities and things like that. So yeah, overall, very interesting event in terms of the conversations and in terms of some thought-provoking stuff.
Okay. Yeah, thank you for the update. Yeah, sounds good, positive.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, for those who are interested, KubeCon London CFPs closed this week. I think for the main event, they closed on Friday, and for a lot of the co-located events, they end this week. So if anybody is interested in submitting a talk to Platform Engineering Day in London, I think you should do it now.
Yeah, I see. Okay, then I don't hear any other topic. We are done for today. Happy Thanksgiving for who celebrates, and see you next week. Take care.
Take care.
See
Happy
you.
holidays.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, folks.